All right, it's another story on the go. All right, so let me tell you about this time that I was going to hike Kilimanjaro. Well, I did. I climbed Kilimanjaro. It was amazing. I timed it perfectly. First of all, I decided to go on the Machame route. The Machame route is a route that's like moderate. It's not too crazy, but not too slow. It's a route that's very common, a lot of people use. Machame route. Okay, so I chose the 6-day option. So you're going up for 4.5, and you come down for 2 days or a day and a half, and it's awesome. It is freaking amazing going on Kilimanjaro. So let me tell you about the whole story about what happened in Kilimanjaro, what the experience was like, all of that. Okay, so first of all, I decided that I wanted to go, and if I were to do it again, what I would actually do is I would try to plan it with like an organization where I'm raising funds for some need, because a lot of people do that. They start a GoFundMe and they raise the support that they need for their own costs, and then they hike for a cause, and that's something I would do. I didn't do that this time. I just hiked and spent my own money and my own time on it. I went up with a couple friends, and it was just fantastic. We did it in 6 days, and spoiler alert, we were successful. But on the way up, there was a lot of interesting drama on the way. So one of our climbing partners got very ill, and yeah, so there was probably food poisoning or a parasite on the way up, because later on we were checking the water. And even after boiling and after putting in tablets, there were still moving worms in the water. No joke. I have a video. I'll put it down in the description below of my climb, and at the very end of that video, there's actually worms moving around in the water on that last day that we tested. Not good. Anyway, she was going up, and it was day 4 that she started to get sick. But she still kept going, and we kept telling the guides, no, this isn't good. This isn't safe for her. It's not cool. But she kept going and going and going, and even without any food or water, she made it all the way to the top of the mountain, which is super impressive, to say the least. I would say the hike was moderate. It wasn't that challenging, to be honest. I wasn't too tired at any point in time, didn't have any elevation sickness. It was just a fantastic climb. I had really good guides. A lot of the guides are more or less the same. People contact me all the time asking me about guides, what's better, what's not. I don't know. They all seem very similar to me. There are some luxury options, like you can get really nice toilets on the way up that they bring up with you, but honestly, it's all pretty straightforward, and I recommend the 6 days. 7 if you're not used to hiking and climbing. It gives you an extra day of acclimatization. So one thing I saw on the way up was this. There was a group of women going up who were significantly overweight. And it was so inspiring and inspirational and interesting and crazy to see them. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing themselves. And they get an early start in the morning, and they get up from our tents, from our camp. They get up a ways up the mountains, and then what would happen is we would eventually, of course, pass them. So every day we would pass them. But on the way passing them, it was just so incredible. They were encouraging each other so much. They're like, come on, you can do it, we can do this, we can do this. You got this, you got this. All the way up, words of affirmation, every single time I passed them. It was so incredible and inspirational to see. And so, even we were seeing times like on day 4 when they were like vomiting on the side, the girls would come around each other, pat each other on the back, hold each other, comfort each other, and encourage them on the way up. As far as I know, one girl got close to summiting. They all got to the last day's camp, which is so impressive. Seriously, amazing work by them, and I'm so inspired by them. Sometimes when I'm having a difficult day, I think about those ladies and how how determined they were, and their perseverance in that whole experience. that they were willing to take on. The last day when I was coming down from the summit, one of the girls was on her way up. It was a bit late in the morning. Don't know if she made it up, but she got very, very, very close. Within, like, for those of us used to trekking, she was maybe 45 minutes from the top, to be honest. So impressed with her and her efforts and the whole team. So cool. It's one of those that you'll just never ever forget. You know, the vomiting and the support on the way up was just incredible. So Kilimanjaro, I highly recommend the climb. It's amazing. There's not really any particular story that I have because the whole thing was just fantastic. I want to do it again, so comment below if you're interested in joining me sometime, or if you have an idea for a cause that we could raise funds for and make our trip free of cost. I would love to do it again with a group of people, and we do something positive in the world with this climb and really support maybe an organization, a nonprofit, an orphanage, some kind of effort that's being used to you know, make the world a better place. If you can climb and at the same time make the world a better place, my God, that's the perfect formula for a trip. So anyway, that's Kilimanjaro in a nutshell. It was an amazing trip. Some of the things that I'll remember forever are the sunrises. Getting up in the morning and those sunrises, my God, they were so beautiful. They were so amazing. Just in general, it was an amazing hike. Another thing that's interesting about climbing Kilimanjaro is you go through so many different eco spaces, so many ecosystems, let's say. You're in desert land, then you're in arid desert, then you know, you're in warm climate at one point, then you're up in the rain, then you're in the snow, and you're in forest area, then you're in, yeah, it's awesome. It is really one of the coolest hikes that most people can do and yet get very, very high up into the sky. So yeah, check out the description below to see the full details of that Kilimanjaro climb. Traveling Teacher here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscription button and the notification bell button below. Make sure you like this video, and for more content, stay tuned. Check out this playlist. Check out that subscription logo there. Keep traveling.